this might be a tough decision right now.
My team did absolutely
NFL games that were like, whoa.
I actually don't
had a lot of mixed feelings.
Welcome, Disgruntled. We have another guest here on the Legal Domains.
Now it is. Get yourself situated and then we can get right on ahead started, bro. Alright. I'm getting nervous. Oh god. This is the first time we're doing this. Oh my god. When was the last time we were both on camera? Just us two, no one else.
I can't.
It's been too long.
So I'm looking for the Audio Technica logo.
Yeah,
I
Audio
found
Technica.
I found it.
Alright, you ready? You ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm so ready.
Welcome to the Funky Freshisode. I'm your host, Titus Oldham.
And I'm your co-host, Joshua Frié.
And today we're doing a special episode of League of the Wings that happens once in 10 months. Think of like a blue moon, but better, okay? That's me and Josh.
Yeah.
Josh and I.
Blue moon.
Blue moon, mother...
Baby.
Wait, Caleb told me once that if you curse in the, like, first, I don't know, like, somewhat duration of the video, it'll get, like, I don't know, called out by YouTube. So Caleb, cut that out. Maybe put a bleep sound over it, like a chicken.
Yeah.
That would be funky fresh
And if you could
on the
do-
Funky Freshisode.
Yeah. If you could do the little sensor thing where they have the boxes and it's like all fuzzy around his mouth, that would be really cool.
Yeah, give me some like big lips, like
Yeah.
luscious red lips right over here.
Yeah.
That's the box that I want.
Right. Or just do like a black line. You know how they do the black, just like a black box around your mouth.
Yeah.
You could do that too, Caleb. That's an option.
One of the two.
One of the two.
The viewers know, but we don't. That's the beauty of the Funky Freshisode.
Blue moon.
The viewers know more than the people on the stage.
Yeah.
That's dramatic irony.
That. Indeed. Are we done with the intro?
Yeah,
now?
that can be the intro for
Okay.
sure. For sure,
Nice.
skis. I usually never say that, but I do on the Funky Freshisode.
What is so funky about this episode, you may ask? Well, we're using all sorts of wacky slang.
Right.
Like, what'd you just say?
For sure, skis.
For sure, skis.
And yepper Skadoodles.
And also, yeppy dep ep 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 ep.
That's actually just a drum break, but yeah. Sometimes when we want to transition, we just go yep.
Yep,
And
yep,
then
yep, ep ep ep.
that's when we transition.
There
We're
you
like,
go.
new segment. Would you rather be submerged in an iceberg or a volcano? You die either way, but like, what would you rather?
See, I say volcano.
Volcano.
Because I always said that when I die, I wanted to jump out of an airplane into like an active volcano and just submerge.
Like some
into the
Pompeii
lava.
shit. And then when it
Yeah.
blows up, your ashes
Are just everywhere.
end up submerging others, and that's what they end up dying
Yeah.
in. They don't get a would you rather. They get fucking Joshua Frié all over their ass.
I never, thought about it
Yeah.
that far down the road, but yeah.
You don't want no
guess
Captain
that's-
America bullshit, nothing like that.
No.
No chance of like getting prevailed like later down the line.
No.
No. Fuck that.
Just fucking get me everywhere.
Get him out of there.
Get me, yeah. What's your answer?
My answer, that's a good question. I'm glad I thought of it. I would say volcano, because that seems just like, I don't know, like an offering. Like they're sacrificing me.
Right.
And I feel like I'm down for the cause. Whereas if I'm in an iceberg, someone's going to come around, see that, and be like, oh, that dumb bitch. So, like, I don't want that.
No, who would want that?
Who wants that?
Yeah.
That'd be
A
stupid.
dumb bitch doesn't come up with questions like that.
Yeah.
So honestly, if they saw you, they'd probably be like, that's just a smart guy.
Wow,
who
you
got
really think so?
frozen in that
You really think so?
iceberg. Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Okay, if you had to be in an iceberg, what would your outfit be for when people come around later? Because you'll just be skeletons. Like, it doesn't matter what you actually look like, but the clothes would probably still like be there.
You know, what would I want to die wearing?
That's the question.
Probably, Ivy Park. I'd want to be frozen in Ivy Park. That's Beyonce's fashion collection.
Really, Ivy Park is what it's called?
Yeah.
I should check that out.
You should support black businesses, but also I'd want to be frozen in Ivy Park just in case the Ivy Park something happens to the Ivy Park. I'd want to be wearing. Hold on, my heart is full.
Well, that's a bummer.
That is such a bummer.
We were on a roll.
We were on such a good roll.
A roller coaster,
Indeed.
one may say. Caleb will probably just like keep this audio and be like, this is perfect content. And it'll just be the funky Freshisode logo just right over top. And I'm talking to them. And I'm like, listen, if you fucking leave because we made a technical error, I swear to fucking God, you won't see us in another 10 months. So you better stick fucking around. That's a joke. We make jokes on the funky Freshisode.
Yeah.
They can barely hear you over there, Joshua. Speak up.
Can you hear me now?
I think so. Welcome
Wow, I just found out that I
to
can send
the
images to
funky
smartphone.
Freshisode. Images to your smartphone, as in an iPhone, as in the Apple device that has been at the top of the technical charts for many years.
Yes.
Do you think they have a chart system like that? You know how like music has the Hot 100, like just most bought devices. Like this is the best technology at this current moment.
Say everything you just said again. I was not listening at all. Can you pass me the mic so at least like
Yeah, they'll know.
the audio?
Yeah, they want to
Of
hear
what's
you,
going on.
Joshua.
Yeah, so
So I'm thinking like Hot 100, but for the tech industry. Like
wait, I still don't understand.
Well, I
like, what
wasn't
the
done
fuck?
like talking. You just cut me off. So you know what the Hot 100 is?
I think I do. Yeah.
It's like when the best songs of a current
like
time span is like ranked as in,
Yeah.
like number one is like this is the most listened to. So imagine that, but for the tech industry is like the most bought technologies for the common consumer over a span of time. So like the iPhone would probably be at the top.
Oh, like top 100 like products. Okay,
Yeah,
I see what
of
you
like
mean.
every month, let's say. I feel like that'd be an interesting study. Like if someone were to look into that, it probably is like in some tech magazine. But I don't read that bullshit.
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, ignorance
Yeah.
is not something you want to stay in.
Mm.
So it's
But
important
it
to learn things.
sure is bliss. But you know what else is
They
bliss?
do say that. What is bliss? You
The
tell me.
sweet release of death.
Whoa, that's pretty. That's pretty dark, man. That's very Scorpio of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Caleb, you don't have to use any of this.
Yeah,
What if Caleb just keeps this in his hard drive forever and never lets the world see this?
That'd be
That'd be
pretty fucking
messed
crazy.
That'd be messed.
Yeah, that'd be fucking messed up.
Anyways, we should like give them the schedule of what's happening on the show, right?
Yeah.
So in 10 minutes, we're going to have a guest and we're doing karaoke. It's a secret special guest and you'll never guess who it is. You won't ever guess who's about to come
Yeah.
onto this bed in the studio. It's a very professional studio we're having here. And then after that, we're going to do a trivia show. Yeah, that's right. With the one, the only, Bill de Blasio, mayor of New York City.
Fuck, bro. Okay.
I'm just
got
giving them the
this
schedule.
fixed. Good for you. Should we go back to our previous topic? I want to because I didn't finish speaking. and I
Right,
hate being
yeah,
cut off.
yeah. So back to the original segment
Yes.
of Would You Rather. I need like an animated text like right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Would you rather with sparkles.
Would you rather?
You want to make
You
the
can use
tune
that.
for it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Would you rather?
That's it. That's
That's
all
it.
you need. I need that playing right
Yeah,
now.
Caleb,
And
you
repeat,
can
on repeat.
remix that, steal a hot fresh beat like right off of YouTube and just like make some like dope.
I need
dope
a
stuff off of
DaBaby
that.
type beat right
Yeah.
there.
Speaking of DaBaby, did you hear his new song?
No, what is he talking about in his new song?
Probably women and drugs
And suffrage.
and suffrage. I almost left that out, right?
There's 3 things DaBaby knows and gives a fuck about. He doesn't give a fuck about most things, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You don't know that because it wasn't on camera, but we were talking about how DaBaby don't give a fuck, except about 3 things:
Yeah.
women,
And
drugs.
Yeah.
You got the 3rd one?
And suffrage.
Suffrage.
And I think that's why women love him. It's because he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, women do like people who don't give a fuck.
So back to our original segment of Would You Rather. As I was previously saying, what outfit would I be wearing if I were stuck in an iceberg? Like I said, if something happens at the Ivy Park and that's not like on me anymore,
Right.
I'd want to be wearing like some Savage Fenty boxers.
Ooh.
That's Rihanna's brand.
But like just the boxers, like
just the boxers. Just
okay,
the boxers.
you want them to see that.
Yeah, I
Right.
want that to be seen, like
Right.
free advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd want like
Okay.
people to pass by and be like,
Sure.
"Those are some nice boxers." Like that guy's
Right.
dead, but like I want his
Dude,
boxers.
that dude is definitely dead.
Yeah, yeah.
What if but like imagine it's like too expensive, and then they
The
just
boxers?
get like whatever you're wearing and just like get
Oh.
an ice pick. It's just like I need that shit. That dude's not gonna miss it. He's dead. So
And
they
they
just get
rip
an ice
it
pick.
off of my body.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd probably just haunt that person.
Yeah. Haunt that bitch.
Yeah, like from the afterlife.
Yeah.
Like I choose you. Like
And
I'm
that
gonna
leads
make it
us
myself.
to our next segment. Do you believe in ghosts? So, Josh, do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts.
Interesting.
I believe in all sorts of like paranormal shit like that. Cause listen, let me tell you, like
Okay.
I suffer from sleep paralysis,
Oh shit.
and that shit is like the
Bonkers.
most scary. It's bonkers.
Another
too.
funky word on the
Another
funky
funky-
Freshisode.
That's number 4.
Number 4. Yeah, we'll keep it.
it.
Actually, Kay will keep the tally. I'm
Yeah.
too lazy. I'm busy talking here.
Right.
You're the one who's supposed to do. Don't argue with me. Anyways, sorry. He just gets on my
No,
nerves
I
sometimes.
like when you take control.
Yeah.
You should tell him what to do.
Stop.
Yeah. But anyways,
Right.
so sleep paralysis. I suffer from it. I've had it since I was like 10. Like I've had it since I was a very young child. And at first, it wasn't that bad. Like for those of you who don't know what sleep paralysis is,
Yeah, give them the rundown.
right. Basically, you're sleeping and it's like you get stuck in this halfway state between REM sleep where you're dreaming, that's rapid eye movement, REM sleep where you're dreaming and like being awake. So your
Yeah.
body releases this chemical when you're about to fall asleep that basically like it like stops your body from moving, or it slows down your body functions.
Wow.
So you basically can't move, but you're still awake. You just can't move your body. So you tend to like hallucinate and see shit while you're in sleep paralysis, which is where the scary part comes in because you can't move. You just have to sit there and like
You're just
take
a
it.
witness.
You're just a witness to whatever happens to you. And at first, it was some pretty low level shit. Like, I just fall asleep. I'd fall into sleep paralysis. I'd be like, oh my God, like, I can't move, like, little 10-year-old me. And then eventually, it feels like hours, but realistically, it's only like 1 or 2 minutes.
Man.
You come out of it, and I'm like, whoa, like, that was pretty crazy. Let me move on with my life and play with my toys.
Yeah. Because you were 10.
Because I was 10.
Yeah.
But
As 10-year-olds do.
Yeah.
They play with toys.
10-year-olds do.
As alluded to in the hit blockbuster movie Toy Story.
Yeah. Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I know.
Anyways, when it started getting really bad was sophomore year of high school. I was really like, I was not in the best headspace, and I think that made it 10 times worse. Also, I was not getting good sleep.
Damn.
Throughout my entire high school career, but sophomore year was especially bad. And I was getting sleep paralysis every night, and every time it'd be worse because I would start seeing shadows in my room. Like,
Whoa.
one time I was lying on my side just like this.
Okay, as one does.
I was lying on my side, and I opened my eyes in sleep paralysis. There was a shadow laying down next to me in the same position.
Like mirroring
me, just looking
shit.
at me. And it doesn't have a face. It's just like a shadowy outline of a person, and the inside is just like, it's like somebody took a black crayon and just filled out the inside. What? It's just like black fuzziness. And I shut my eyes, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
God.
And yeah, I'd see stuff like that. One time I saw a man and a wolf like come into my room.
Wolf. Oh no.
Yeah, look around, like rummage around my room and leave.
Did they take anything?
They didn't take anything.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Other times I've felt people touch my body, or like
Oof.
one time I felt someone lift me out of the bed, spin me around, and put me back in the bed. I felt people like yank on my leg. One time, and this is the worst it's ever been.
Holy shit, it's worse.
I literally had like an out-of-body experience, and I was like in sleep paralysis. I left my body.
Oh my.
And I was like, usually every time I come out of sleep paralysis, I would go to my mom's bedroom and I just sleep with her for the rest of the night. And that was like my safe zone.
Right.
So even like outside of my body, like my spirit self was like, I need to get to my mom's bedroom now. So I go through the hall, I open my bedroom door, step into like the hall outside of my bedroom. There's this like shadowy wraith waiting for me right there, and he lunges forward, grabs me by the neck, and like shoves me back into my body.
What
and
the
I'm just
fuck?
like laying there choking, as if I can like feel him choking the life out of me. And I'm like laying there choking, and finally I can breathe again, and I come out of the sleep paralysis, and I fucking ran to my mom's room. But
Holy
like
shit.
and like I just like, with all of that stuff that I've gone through, I can't not believe that there are not paranormal entities like
Right, for sure. There's gotta be.
in the world we can't see.
My brother doesn't believe in ghosts.
He doesn't.
No.
That's reasonable. Why would you? I feel like that's the very like realistic
Right.
way to see it.
Yeah. I said that 70% of the world's mysteries, probably ghosts. I actually gave him a whole rundown. It was maybe 60, 70%. He's like, that's a large number. What are the other things? And I said, aliens, government, never happened. And it's probably like, let's say 20%, maybe 15% aliens.
Wow. You're
Let's-
not giving the government a lot of credit.
10% government.
Okay.
And then, like, I don't know what that leaves us with, maybe 5%. That's
It just never happened.
That's just never happened. Like, it was a figment of your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
You're stupid.
Right.
Your senses, because we don't have perfect senses. That's the
This
thing.
is true.
Our own body can deceive us sometimes, and what we
Yeah.
can perceive. And so, yeah, one time, I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I swear to God, every 5 minutes there was a shadowy figure that would move behind me.
That's scary.
And so I thought maybe it's a ghost, but at the same time, I could just not have gotten
Enough sleep.
enough sleep. And when your body, your brain doesn't get enough sleep, it starts to just like run
Play
on run on the extra juices it has, and sometimes it's just not perfect. Like, imagine your television, like cable, in a thunderstorm. Like, it's really trying to show you everything that it needs to show you, but sometimes the cable just gotta make up some pixels.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
I like that sound effect. You should keep that.
Yeah, Caleb, you definitely should keep that.
I'm not even going to try to replicate it. You just got to get that one. So, yeah, that's my explanation. I'm no scientist, but that's the best analogy I got for you.
Right.
So, yeah, I think because your brain, when it's not running on enough sleep, is really trying to focus on, like, what you're literally, like, focusing your eyes on, but it doesn't have enough, I don't know, storage or memory space for your peripherals, so sometimes it just goes fucking wild.
Right.
That's what I believe. And so like I turn around instantly, nothing's there.
Yeah. You can't help but wonder.
Can't help.
Maybe. And you know, I feel like we're always trying to explain the inexplicable. You know, the things that just don't make sense to us, the things we can't wrap our heads around.
Right.
And you know, there's the realist who will be like, ghosts don't exist, everything can be explained by science.
Right.
And there are the people, the skeptics, who will say, no, there's another answer for what's going on, and it might not make sense, but it makes sense to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll with that answer.
Wow, that's some good shit, man.
Yeah.
That leads us to our next segment, AntMan. Good or bad movie?
AntMan is such a good movie.
So good.
So
Where do you
good.
rank it in your Marvel movies?
In my Marvel movies?
In your Marvel movie rankings, or maybe like tier list, like where does it go?
Oh, Ant-Man's probably like A tier.
Ooh,
Borderline S tier. In terms of like funniest Marvel movies,
so funny.
top 3.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man was a surprisingly good movie because in the comics, Ant-Man is like not the guy they went with in the movies. It's this different guy called Hank Pym, which was an Ant-Man, but I think he was Scott Lang's mentor. But yeah, they usually go with this guy. Hank Pym is like the typical Ant-Man.
Right.
So when I heard they were coming out with the movies and they were doing Scott Lang instead, I was like, whoa, like you're going with the more obscure character.
Yeah, you're going with the scraps.
Right.
That's crazy. What are you gonna do with that
Exactly.
shit? Recycle?
Yeah. How are you gonna make that work? And they made it work.
They did.
And they did a damn good job.
Yeah, I agree. I actually put it like in my S tier. Because I just thought it was so hilarious. And like I think it was one of those Marvel movies where you couldn't take the action as seriously as the others, and sometimes with the other movies it was just like the action like almost like the director's trying to take it very seriously with the way it's like all choreographed, and sometimes I just got like, oh come on, just like I get it, like you can do a lot of flashy shit, but the way that the director and Ant-Man choreographed everything, it was just like all very, very entertaining from beginning to end. Right. And I liked that. And someone, I'm not gonna say who, but Sophia messaged me and said that was a bad like choice to put Ant-Man all the way up there. And to her I said, you're stupid, please get out of my DMs.
We're not gonna say who it is though.
I'm not gonna say who it is, obviously.
Sophia. But
and then they just completely ruined everything with the Wasp. What was it even called? I don't even remember. I don't give a fuck about that movie. That shit was terrible.
I fell asleep.
I couldn't follow it. I was like, like obviously they had to do it because it's set up for the rest of the Marvel universe. But I don't like movies that like the sole purpose of them is just a setup for the next. Like just give me some good standalones with some good like allusions to the other movies that kind of connect, but like don't just make it because you got to get to the next one. It's like just make a good film standalone.
That's very true.
You know, that's all I ask, Marvel.
I will say it's always, and you were talking about the fight scenes before, like the action. I think there was a lot of creative like. There was a lot of creative leeway with the action in Ant-Man, because you were like operating on like different sizes of like
so fun. They got experimental
aspects. And so like the director could definitely play with the environment a lot more and the things in that environment in both movies.
Right.
Right? Because they had those discs that could like make stuff like larger or smaller.
That was fun.
And then there was Wasp, like she could fly around and stuff. So like it was always fun to witness how like these heroes could approach a fight and overcome these obstacles by like engaging with their environment in different ways.
It had the same like playfulness. I guess it gives me the same vibe as like The Incredibles, which is a kids animated movie, but like supposed to be appreciated by adults as well.
Yes.
Which like Pixar always tries to accomplish.
Also, my favorite Pixar movie. I love The Incredibles.
Really, that's
so
your favorite
much.
one.
That's my favorite.
It's really
Pixar
good.
movies.
Like
It's so
when it
good.
comes to Pixar movies, I can't ever say like that's the wrong choice for your favorite because they're just all so great.
For sure.
Mine's Wall-E.
That's a very good choice.
Yeah.
Wall-E's so good. Robot Jesus.
Robot Jesus. You already know.
Yeah. That's number 5.
That's number 5.
That's
on
number
the
5.
funky Freshisode.
On the funky Freshisode. Okay.
Whoa.
So,
Sir, calm down.
The Incredibles is my favorite Pixar movie. Why?
Why?
I found that any story centering around like a family dynamic like is a winner in my book.
Oh, you like the family dynamic stuff.
I love family dynamics because they can be so. I like seeing like the interplay between like all these characters have grown up together, right? You can see different aspects of the characters mirrored in each other because they're all related to each other, right? And like, you know, how does this character act like their mom or their dad, right? And how does that affect the way they interact with their sibling? And like, how is that like influencing the family dynamic as a whole when these characters are together? And I really like The Incredibles because they took that and mashed it with another one of my favorite genres, which is the superhero genre. And like, come on, that's like right up my alley, man.
Yeah, that's always fun to see. Yeah. And that leads us to our next segment. Families, do we need them? So, Josh, earlier today you mentioned that Thanksgiving was your favorite holiday, and you did mention it was because of the family aspect. Do you consider yourself a family man? And if you would like to take a crack at the question, families, do we need them?
That was a lot. Let's start with the do I consider myself a family man? The answer to that question is yes. Excuse me, there's a little action going on outside. Gotta wait for it to pass. Yes and no, because I have this issue where I love my family so much.
Right. I love how you call that an issue.
Well, the issue isn't the part that I love my family.
Right.
The issue is that I have this need, well, not a need, but a desire to always escape my family or like my home. Because I remember when I was growing up, I was always thinking about like, oh, like what if I lived a different life, or like I was always trying to escape in some other way. Like when I got my first job at Chick-fil-A, I was working mad hours, much more than I should have been at that age. And most of the time it was just to get out of the house because I just didn't want to be like around at the home. And not to say like there's anything wrong. I grew up pretty like fine. Like my mom was great and like I love my sister and everything. But like, I don't know, there was still always that need to like move away or like not be around. And so, you know, I just have those two conflicting sides.
Right.
But like I want a family in the future. Like I literally want like 5 kids and like a loving partner. At least 5 kids. At least. Yeah. I've always wanted like a big family. Like I always wish my parents had more kids because like I want younger siblings. I want like people to take care of. Yeah.
Wow. Great answer.
Thanks.
That's beautiful.
Take a crack at what was the other question you asked?
Oh, families, do we need them?
Families. Do we need families? You need to answer that question for yourself, because
You, as in the viewer.
you as in the viewer, because you know what, family isn't everything all the time, and just because you have their blood running through you does not necessarily mean you owe them anything. Family earns your love.
Right.
Okay, family has to earn your love. I don't care if she gave birth to you. I don't care if they raised you. Okay, they need to earn it. So do we need families? You decide. Do you need your family? I don't know. Do I need my family? Yes, I do need my family. Shout out Mom and Sarah if you're watching this.
Wow.
Maybe. You wanna take a crack at the question as well?
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? While we're on the segment, I think family is, while it is biological, it can also be something that you create for yourselves.
Ooh.
Or something that you find along your spiritual journey.
Right.
Just going through life, going through the motions, growing up, you have to find who really cares about you and really deserves to be in your life, and that's family. A lot of people often call that friends, and like, who's to say one can't be the other? Like, where do we really draw the line?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you always hear the phrase family friend or family. It,
Right.
So I guess that kind of goes along with what you said. Just because their blood flows through you doesn't mean you owe anything to them. That's something that you have to discover. I would say that you have to give some level of, I don't know, like the benefit of the doubt to the people that brought you
Right.
into this world.
Right.
How far you take that benefit of the doubt is up to everyone. But yeah, at some point you do have to realize, like, hey, maybe they don't actually have my best interests just because the law says you gotta take care of this kid.
Right.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, I feel like we have this tendency to like always want to put the people in our lives in boxes and kind of keep them separate, right? Like family's family, friends, and like significant others are in this other box. But I've been trying to kind of blur those lines a little bit, because like you said, your friends can really be your family, and like you really have to come up with your own definition of what family looks like and what family means to you. Because I feel like with the friends we have, I've been able to grow into my truest self,
Right.
and show my truest self proudly. So I feel like I can call you guys like my family. And like,
Beautiful.
yeah, that doesn't like detract from the family I have, the family I grew up with, but like you guys are the family I chose. Yeah.
Which leads us to the next segment. Roommates. How many are too many? Here in the Young Bull House, we have not one, not two, not three, not four, not even six, but 5 roommates,
have
all
5
living
roommates.
under the same roof. Actually, there's more people living under this roof, but they're not considered roommates as they live in separate apartments. So, how many is too many, do you think? After living with
many
5
is too
people,
many?
would you say like this is the perfect amount? Could you see us adding another if there was like room or like
Right.
resources? Or would you in the future prefer less?
I don't mind this amount of roommates. I always like, again, I wanted like a big family growing up, and
Right.
part of that was like I just wanted things to be happening all the time. I wanted
Oh.
people to be in the house all the time. So
Something
it
going
feels
on.
like, yeah, there's
Yeah.
always something going on. So I like having 5 people around, always like a new dynamic to be involved in. And I think the 5 of us work really well together because
For
we're
sure.
all pretty laid back, and we all don't, there's nothing that we really take too seriously, or
Right.
we like take to a point where it doesn't need to go.
We're all chicka chill. Add that to the counter.
There you go, number six. I'm really slacking on this lingo.
Hey, that's fine.
Thank you.
You'll catch up. I know you.
Yeah.
I know you. You always find a way.
Right. Whoa. Thanks, Titus. Anyway, back to the original question. yeah, we all like work really well together. And if there was like a sixth roommate who could match that energy,
It'd be hard to fit into this group after it's evolved for so much time.
And that's what
Lots
I was
of catching
also
up to
thinking.
do.
Lots of catching up to do. Like, we've already been together for like a year and a half, and like at that point you just form your, because like there's all these inside jokes and like,
Oh yeah.
this level of comfort you can only reach when you've been living with someone for
Oh,
so
for
long.
sure. For sure.
I think there's such a thing as, I don't even want to say there's such a thing as too much. It all depends on who you are and how much you can handle. Because
That's true.
like my friend Brandon, like when he was going to school his freshman year, he had like, his dorms were kind of weird, and he had like 8 suite mates or something like that.
Whoa.
And they partied all the time.
Wow.
And he did not like that.
Not a fan.
So like if your lifestyles just don't match up, you're gonna be in trouble.
Wow.
But like, I mean, I don't know how these like frat houses work, because there's like 15 guys under one roof. I don't know. I'm not in a frat, so like I don't know how many guys
Yeah.
are actually
Just
in that
the
building.
logistics of that blows my mind.
Right, like bathrooms.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Like, how do you fit all your, like, everybody's got to have a fridge in their room. It's a lot of people, a lot of groceries. The electricity bill.
You think they bring all those groceries in one trip?
Maybe. That Simply Minute Maid must be gone in one sip, though.
You won't see that Minute Maid for long if you bring that shit in.
No.
Even
you
if it
won't.
is in one trip.
Yeah. But I'm gonna turn it back to you again.
Oh, okay.
How would you answer this question? Do you think there's such a thing as too much?
7.
7.
No, I'm joking. Like,
Oh.
I'm like,
7's a
have a
good
number.
number.
I
7's
think,
like a magic
yeah,
number.
like magic for sure. It has this
Magical.
energy. In fact, I study numerology, and
No
the
way.
number 7 is
Inform us. Inform the
representative
people.
of like a cane, right?
Ooh.
And so people think it's a very wise number, like
Mm.
someone who is beyond their own years,
Right.
And, is just very introspective and has a lot of knowledge to impart
Mm.
on their fellow people.
Mhm.
And I think it's a cool number for sure. 7.
Right.
I don't know if I know anyone who has that as like their
life path.
number. That's the thing that they say. I'm a 4.
Really, I'm a 1. That's crazy.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's interesting.
I'm
A
gonna read
1.
about your 4 later. Yes, guys, I've been like looking at Titus's birth chart lately, and
Leads us to our next segment. How many Scorpios is too much? Because I happen to be a quadruple. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. God. Fuck. Sorry, I just get so pent up.
No, it's okay. That's
God.
completely all right.
I'm going to have to tell Bill de Blasio he's going to have to come next episode.
Yeah.
Next
you
Freshisode,
should
I'm
tell Bill
sorry.
de Blasio
I'm
that.
all over the place.
Do you want to text him right now, or you
Yeah,
want
I'll
to wait?
text him as you get into my birth chart.
Right. Yeah, I've been looking at Titus's birth chart, because Titus is a quadruple Scorpio, which is kind of crazy. I've never met anyone with, I should explain. There's in astrology, people think that astrology is kind of like the common understanding of astrology, just like your sun sign, which is basically like, is that Bill?
Bill sent me that voice memo. I'm sorry, I didn't know my volume was on.
No, it's okay.
Holy
Is
shit.
Bill okay?
I don't know. He didn't seem very happy.
He did
I don't think we were
not.
going to see him on the next Freshisode in May of 2022.
Yikes. Wow.
Anyways, sorry to interrupt you.
No. I'll keep going. So, right, the common understanding of astrology is basically stops at your sun sign, which is like the sign associated with the day you were born. But there's also your moon sign, your rising sign, and like there's other signs that correspond with like the planets in the universe. The most important ones, the top 3, are your sun, your moon, and your rising. Titus is a Scorpio for all 3. And I'm pretty sure his Mercury is also in
Mercury too.
Scorpio. Yeah, it's Mercury.
Tattoo. This
He's
is
a
really hard to
Mercury-
show off. I've
yeah.
always found this an issue. But yeah, Mercury. Sun, moon, rising, Mercury.
Yeah,
Yes.
sun, moon, rising, Mercury. And I was just really interested in getting to understand the Scorpio energy, because I'm in Aries, and Aries and Scorpio are ruled by the same planet, Mars. And Mars in astrology is all about like domination, aggression, ambition, independence, how you like go about doing things. Titus, or at least Scorpios, with that like how they embody that Mars energy. Scorpios tend to be very strategic about the way they accomplish their goals and the way they go after things. And when I learned that, I was like, that's Titus to the max.
To the T.
Titus is so strategic to a T. And Titus is very good at games. Titus is very good at games. I'm so freaking jealous of how good at games this man is.
God.
Like, oh my God. Shout out to Sophia. He like beat Sophia Catan like the first time he played it, right?
I don't think that's accurate. I think first time I played it with her, Elise won.
Oh.
And then the second time we played it, at least it was the second time we played in this house.
Right.
It was just me, Elise, Sophia. No Caleb energy with the dice.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I won that. And then I ended up winning again with Caleb. And Sophia's never won here, actually.
Right.
And Sophia, she plays that shit on her phone.
She does.
She plays it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, Titus is very good at games. And another thing about Titus, Scorpios are also... I'm just ranting at this point.
Yeah.
Scorpios are also fixed signs. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, there's cardinal signs, fixed signs, and mutable signs in
Whoa.
astrology. And it all depends on what sign you have,
Right.
pretty much. Because like cardinal signs tend to be at the beginning of the season, fixed signs are in the middle of the season, and mutable signs are at the end of the season.
Right.
And so cardinal sign, I'm an Aries. Cardinal signs are typically very good at starting things. They're very good at initiating things, getting things going.
Get it going.
Coming up with new ideas.
Right. Brainstorm.
But they're not necessarily good at the follow through.
Oh.
I'm an Aries cardinal sign. Titus is a Scorpio fixed sign. Fixed signs are good at doing the work. They're good at putting in a foundation, seeing a project through. And that's also why I think me and Titus, we work well together. Because I start shit.
He's the dreamer. I'm
You
the
help
doer.
me finish it. Exactly.
Wow.
So I was very interested in like understanding the Aries Scorpio dynamic and how that plays into our lives.
That's some good insight.
Yeah.
Huh. That's amazing.
Yes.
I need to look more. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, that was not very fresh. That's for sure.
Not at all.
Not too fresh, not too funky, not too fantastic, not too fabulous. What are some other good F words?
Not too
Fun
fun
or funny?
or funny. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. I've been forgetting to snap during these recordings. I'm so sorry, Caleb. You'll find a way to line them up. I believe in you.
There are all these videos that I've taken on here.
Yeah, like what?
Back when I was trying to start my own YouTube channel last summer, I took a bunch of like videos that to be my first like video ever.
You gotta put that shit on a hard drive.
I do need to. Ooh, I can delete my
He knows. That guy.
who you're talking about.
The mirror, bitch.
Oh.
Looking right at him. Anyways, my outfit was inspired by the color red and pink. Those two colors. For anyone who is wondering.
Deleting all these pictures of Gladia that are
No.
on this camera. Because guess what? There's a lot of her on here. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
We got a lot of Gladia on this camera.
some with you too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that were taken on the roof last.
Well, I need to see those.
Well, you don't get to.
Damn.
Oh, these are kind of fun.
Well, in another life, photos of me and Gladia from the roof a year ago. How time flies by. Sometimes too fast, sometimes too slow, but it does go regardless of whether you're paying attention or not. This is something I've learned. In fact, I think that was one of the first things anyone learns in this life is that time is always going. It doesn't stop for anyone. So when you're a kid and you're really excited to go somewhere, but your parents are doing work, you know that you have to wait. But then when church happens and you just want to sleep in and you just wish that that last bit of sleep towards the end just could go on forever, it doesn't. At some point you have to wake up and go to church or karate practice or school. So one of the first things we learn growing up is that time is always going and never at the pace you ever want it. I don't think time has ever moved at a pace anyone has wanted it. Do you think that, Josh?
No.
Right.
No, that's a very good insight, Titus.
And so
It really doesn't.
I think that is one of the biggest sources of ambition in humanity. Mainly just because it's one of the first things we realize.
Time is...
Yeah, time is just always moving and never how you like it. So you just gotta do whatever whenever you can. Because who knows? And that's why I am starting a new company called Pornographic.
Pornographic?
With a K. This site is a way for me to spend a lot of time with a lot of neat people doing a lot of neat things, such as sex and making money.
What? Wait, I fucking tuned out. I just heard pornographic. I don't know why that completely just did not register in my brain. You're making an OnlyFans?
Well, it's like an OnlyFans, but it's my own company where basically I dictate everything that goes on the website. Whereas like OnlyFans, I have to play by their rules, but I just want to do whatever the fuck. So, in this instance, what I want to do is have sex and make money. So, yeah, pornographic.com coming to a web browser. Probably incognito near you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Whoa! Oh, the camera.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That skipped ahead.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You're still here. Tito's still here.
Tito's still here.
Thank
still with
God.
us.
Oh
Thank God.
my God. Dude, like, life just flashed before my eyes.
It did. We were just talking about time.
Yeah.
And look at that. Time seemed to jump ahead.
Jump ahead, just like
Jump
that.
ahead. Crazy. Crazy.
Woo!
That was insane. That was pretty insane.
Wow, Skadoodles. That's another one for the counter.
Yep. Number 7, 8. I don't know.
We weren't keeping track.
We're not.
Because this is the funky Freshisode. Good job.
Thanks.
Like I like how you found like where I was going with that towards the end. Like
Right.
that was good. That was some
Yeah.
good stuff. Great harmony.
Thanks.
Which leads me to my next question.
Your
Fifth. Next question. Next, do we need them? No. That's my next question. The next segment I wanted to talk about is Fifth Harmony. What happened?
Shut up.
Because they were everywhere. I do not know what they're doing at this current moment.
I do.
Oh.
I keep up. I keep up.
Do you follow?
I keep up. I follow. Maybe not all
IRL?
of them. No, not in real life.
Okay.
That would be creepy.
That would be called what's the word? Stalking. Stalking.
Yeah. That'd
Like
be totally freaking creepers, bro.
creepers.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
So tell me, like, what is
What's
Fifth
going
Harmony
on?
doing and why? And where can I find them?
Well, Allie Brooke, one of the members of Fifth Harmony.
Right. Shout outs.
After the band split up, first of all, Camilla left first. That's a very controversial little tidbit. Some people say Taylor Swift drew her away from Fifth Harmony.
What?
Taylor, because she was like buddy with Taylor Swift.
Buddy, like BFFs?
Yeah, like they were
BFFL?
pretty- maybe not BFFL,
Biffles?
but I don't know if they were biffles.
Shit.
But they were pretty close to that.
God.
Yeah, and people say Taylor Swift was like telling Camilla like, you need to break away from this group, and there was a lot of pressure for her to go solo too.
Right.
Yeah, especially because like the the people running Fifth Harmony, like their managers or their record label, first of all, were absolute like treated them like dog shit.
Damn.
Except Camilla. They would give Camilla all the solos.
Really?
They'd give Camilla special treatment. And so that's why when the group split up, it wasn't really that amicable. All the girls were pretty much like, fuck Camilla.
Damn.
But that is not an answer to your question. Where are the
there's some good insight regardless.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Where are the members of Fifth Harmony? After Camilla left, and then there were 4 of them left.
Right.
Normani, Allie, Dinah Jane, and Lauren. I love Lauren. Lauren was
Shout
one of my
outs.
first celebrity crushes. That woman is so beautiful.
You ever own a poster?
No, I never owned a poster. I was never that.
You
I was
ever one of
never that person. Yeah.
Me neither. I never had a poster
Right.
of anyone. The only poster I needed was a mirror, because that's who I look up to. Anyways.
Right. Anyways, so where are they all after the that little quartet
Right.
split up? Allie, I think I believe her to be Hispanic or Latino, or Latina. So she kind of moved more in that direction towards making more music geared toward, that specific genre.
Is she big down south then?
I don't know if she's that big down south. She did release a couple of solo records, which all the girls did. All the girls released solo records. That I believe them to be pretty successful. Some of them were bangers. I saved a lot of their solo stuff because it's actually pretty good. Yeah, Allie just wrote a book. She just wrote a book. I don't know what the book is called or what it's about. I think it's about her experience in Fifth Harmony.
Oh shit.
Or her life or whatever. But I shouldn't say or whatever. But that's what she's doing. Dinah Jane, I'm not that like caught up with what Dinah's doing. She's released some solo stuff too. I don't know what happened there. Lauren also like released some solo stuff. She's made some she went in the same direction that Allie Brooke did.
Okay.
She released some like Spanish music, some in that genre. But Normani, now listen here.
Don't even get him started.
I'm a big Normani stan.
Okay.
And listen, there's not a lot of black girls in the music industry, dark-skinned black girls in the music industry that we can really root for. There is, I shouldn't say that. There is, but there's no big pop stars. Like back in the day, we had Beyonce, we had Rihanna. Like the girls were there,
right?
But the stage that we have today, Normani just brings color to the scene.
Okay.
She brings talent. The girl is talented. She can dance. She can sing.
For sure.
And she released her hit single Motivation like way back last year during the summer, or I think summer of 2019. And she went like AWOL for like a year after that. She didn't drop anything. Everyone's like, Normani, where's the album? Where's the album? Where's the album? She's doing all this modeling stuff.
Okay.
She
get that money.
Get that money. She was in WAP. She was in the WAP music video. She came in at the end. Yeah.
Damn.
She did a little dance. But like everybody's like, where's Normani? Where's the music, Normani?
Where's she
We
been?
don't see it. Where's she been? Where you been? You been in the studio? If you were, where's the record? Where's the records? Where's the album? Because you're not dropping it. She dropped a single.
Oh shit.
She dropped a single like 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Or last week or something like that.
Okay.
With Cardi B, Wild Side. It features an Aaliyah sample. Who was a hit R&B singer back in the day. Yeah, the song's good. The song's pretty good. The music video's great. I think Normani has the most potential out of all the girls in that group.
Whoa.
Normani definitely has the most potential. Even more than Camilla, I would say, because there are so many people ready to support and root for Normani at the drop of a hat.
Well, there you go.
I think her fan base alone is more than enough to propel her into stardom. That's why I'm so mad at her, because I'm like, if you just drop an album,
that time,
if you just put in the time and the work, you could be so much. You could be so much. And such a good role model. Not that you have to be. Not that you necessarily have to be as a celebrity. But like, why not? You're in that position. Like, you could be such an inspiration. But Don't mind me, little old me here in
Oh,
Philadelphia,
me.
Pennsylvania,
Right.
telling you, Normani, what you should be doing with your career.
Wow.
But yeah, and Camilla, she was in a lot of scandal. She was in a lot of scandals. She was doing pretty well. She was doing pretty well for herself.
doing well for herself.
As a solo artist.
For sure.
But
Skis.
yeah, she was caught saying the N-word. She was doing some other not so good stuff. Some old tweets some old Tumblr posts, I think.
Tumblr,
resurfaced.
no. Don't get
Yeah.
exposed on Tumblr. That's like the worst place to expose
This
on.
is true.
Next to LinkedIn, maybe.
This is true.
God.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking
Oh,
because
okay.
I can keep going.
Oh, I believe you could.
Yes.
Maybe we have to do another Freshisode just on Fifth Harmony.
A deep dive into Fifth Harmony.
Maybe we'll bring one of them on
Yeah.
as a guest.
Oh. I die. I think
I think you might pass out.
Yeah, I probably would be okay if Dinah or Allie came on.
Right.
If I would not let Camilla in here. Like, I
Okay,
would not
yeah.
let her into this house.
Leave that bitch at the door.
Leave that bitch at the door. We can invite her, and I will send her to, like, the wrong address.
Okay, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Just to, like, my own little payback.
You know what? Cut that out. We don't need people, like, trying to figure out, like, that address. Like, actually, though, like, I feel like we just sent some, like, die-hard Eagles fans towards... I'm just not about that life.
Oh, yeah. Don't
don't
go to...
They're good people over
They're
there.
good people.
They're good people.
Yeah.
They don't deserve that.
Right. They got we got their package. It was a lawnmower, bubble machine thing.
Hold on a second.
A person who would buy.
Wait a second.
something
You
like
took
that
their
from
package
Amazon.
and opened it?
Hold on. That's not what I said.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Please
what I
explain.
said.
I just got,
The
confuzzled.
package came to us
Okay.
in a box. It's still unopened.
Oh.
I was just able to instantly know what was inside the box by touching it. That's a talent of mine.
That
I
is
can
a
do that.
great talent of yours.
Yeah.
Huh.
I discovered that
At a young age, maybe.
at a young age.
Right. Maybe 10.
Maybe 10. How'd you know?
Because that seems to be an age where a lot of people discover unique talents.
This is true.
Like, for instance, I believe Van Gogh in painting was around 10. And
Wow. I did not know that.
Chance the Rapper rapping at 10.
Whoa.
And Camila Cabello, I believe that she discovered the N-word at 10. So
I think it was earlier than that.
probably. Anyways, thanks you so much for coming on to the Funky Freshisode.
Yeah.
Honestly, the fact that you made it this far, not you, Caleb, you're obligated. Sorry,
No, it's okay.
Caleb. Sorry about that. I just, we'll talk later. For the rest of you, thank you for coming all this way, through time and space. That is, if you're watching this, then I hope we decorated your space very well. Typically on a screen, I imagine, is where that is. And if you're listening, I hope we decorated your time very well.
Yes.
Because that's what sound does. That it decorates time. And if both, then that's a lot. Holy shit.
Hold on. I'm still processing that sound decorating time statement. That was wild. That is that's what sound does. It does. Whoa. Whoa. I need to write that down in my list of profound statements.
Well,
that
there
I
you
keep
go.
on a Google Doc. Nice.
Anyways, see you.
Yeah, on the next Funky Freshisode, where
May 2022.
May 2022. The bulliest boys will be back on the
Bulliest.
on the playground to
Playground.
bake some
Bake some.
banging,
Banging.
butterscotch,
Butterscotch.
bapples.
Apples. I love it.
Thanks.
Click off already. Like, it's over.
Please.
Like, head out.
We have nothing else to
Nearest
say.
door. I don't know what your room looks like, okay?
Yeah.
If you're Caleb, I know you're probably facing, like, you're, like, at your desk, maybe.
Probably.
Go out that way.
He could
Maybe
be on
you're-
the floor in the studio.
Oh, on the floor in the studio, then, like, it would be, like, that way. So, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Seriously, I don't know why you're still watching this.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
You are stalkers.
We're not
You
gonna
are.
we're not gonna talk about anything else.
This
You
is
can leave.
it.
You can leave.
This is all you came for.
Yeah.
Okay? We have nothing else to give. And if you're still around, that means you're the diehard, the freaking best, and
The
we love you.
realest,
You
the
made it past all
realest.
the tricks and
You
the
did.
oh shit.